good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Today, we are going back behind my Spotify, but we're doing some different things with this little series. Today, I would like to discuss a band that I feel like not a lot of I'm hoping people know who this band is, right? I'm hoping. Um I've never gone in depth with bands before, and I feel like this is gonna be one of those first times we're gonna do this. I might do it with more bands or artists or just people I've discovered along the way that I feel like we need to talk about. So I discovered Citizen Soldier through um a reaction channel that I watch on the regular, which is the Breakdown with Nathan Johnny. They listened, I think they reacted to one song with a music video, and that was my first introduction to this band. And I thought this is really great. Like, I love this. And dude, this band is like crazy, crazy good. Now, what I want to discuss is like there's a couple things I want to talk about because I think this band, like, I think like they didn't start in 2019. I don't think. So I think they had an EP. Because I think this band came out probably like around when I was graduating from high school. Um, yeah, definitely. But dude, this band is so consistent. It's kind of scary to me. But like, dude, the thing about this band is like I think they came out like, or the band like started probably at the right time for me. I think for a lot of people too, because I think this band got a lot of people through COVID. I think because Down the Rabbit Hole that came out in like 2020, like they basically started at not the like I don't know when Relentless came out, but like they probably got people through a lot during that period of time. But I actually didn't start like listening to Citizen Soldier until Scarecrow dropped. Scarecrow was kind of like that was my start. Because I don't think even with that reaction that I saw, like I didn't deep dive into them as much as I should have. Because dude, this band is a gem. There's a lot I like about the band. For one, all of their music talks about mental health. Now, it's not just like I think like a lot of it like a lot of it is relating to mental health, and I think there's one song on Scarecrow that talks about specifically like relationships. There's a lot of songs that go over a lot of different topics, and I love this band because just they go over mental health and not a lot of artists do. um but yeah, I think like so far, like listening to the band, I have them in like um this playlist right here, and then I have them, and I think in Atmos as well. But so far, this band does not disappoint. Like everything they've dropped is really, really good. I love all of their music. Like nothing they've released on their old stuff is bad. Nothing they've released on their new stuff is bad. Everything is good. All right. Now the second thing I want to get into is um the amount they release. I guess we'll talk about that. They release so much music. It's scary. Like I don't understand. Like let's go back and look at the singles because it's crazy to me how much music they drop. Like 2017 Buried Alive, it keeps going. So 2017 EP, and then 2018, 2019, 2020, and then 2021, and then there was another album. I think 2021 they dropped, or I guess I guess that dropped in 2022. And then they dropped an album the same year. Like they dropped two albums in 1 year. I think that's crazy. Like an album a year though is still crazy to me to see like that happen, because usually a band, what they do is they drop their album, then they tour, and then they take a break, and then they're back after like a 2 year hiatus. That's kind of like that's the cycle of how music goes. But Citizen Soldier does it differently. We'll get into that point next because this is really cool. So like they do an album each year, and they did 2 in 2022, which I think is just bonkers to me. It's actually crazy that they did that. And I don't know if they're dropping an album this year. Just based on how they're releasing, it's probably going to be next year. I would think. Which would actually, that would make sense, because then it'll be 2 years since the last album on a technicality. But they drop so many albums because I think, well, they do play shows, but they're also independent. They're not with a label, and I think they care a lot about music they put out. And I think alongside each single they drop merch. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, but yeah, they're independent and they get everything they make. But also, like, I think merch helps, and yeah, they're consistently putting out music though. Like, there's like every single they drop. Like, let's just look at the new album they're dropping, because so yeah, like Afterlife, 1 million plays. My Own Miracle, almost 3 million. Broken Like Me, 1 million. Like, dude, these songs on Spotify get plays, and I don't know how much you get per song for that amount of plays. I'm assuming it's a good chunk, but like they're doing really good as an independent. Like Tommy Down at 600, like the newer stuff doesn't have as much plays, but it will get more. But the thing is, they're independent, and I think that's really cool that they're able to put out so much music. And I do think it's crazy that they do that, but like I do think I don't know, maybe after this album they'll take a longer break. I don't know, because I think they took like a 3-month break or something after Scarecrow dropped, which Scarecrow, by the way, is my favorite album from them, because I've listened to their older stuff, but I still love this album. I think I'm gonna love the next album as well. I'm probably gonna order it. I'm hoping it comes out next year, because my albums of the year are kind of stacked, and I kind of like, I want this to come out next year just because. But yeah, this is a solid album from front to back. Like, if you haven't listened to this, go listen to it. And if you haven't listened to the band, go listen to them, because again, they are independent, and Glitch is my copyright free playlist, and they are in it because they have, like, I asked a while ago when I had a Twitter account, don't anymore, but I asked a while ago if they were independent, and I believe the Citizen Soldier Twitter account like hearted the tweet, and I'm like, that must mean yes. Because yeah, just a gem of a band that I wish I discovered back in 2017, but like I didn't listen to. I guess like I had trouble discovering bands on my own. So it was just very hard to like look for bands on my own. But dude, I'm so glad I found this band. Like, they have, yeah, they got a lot of songs. They got a lot of bangers. So go listen to them if you don't, but also listen to them if you're going through a tough time. Like, if you're having mental health struggles, if you're going through things, because I struggle a lot, and they definitely help a lot. Like so much. Their music just it's good. Not only like does it help a lot, but it's good music. Like, none of their music is bad. It's all good. There's no bad song. Like, all of their music is solid. Another thing I will say though is not enough people react to Citizen Soldier. Like, not enough people promote the band. I feel like that's like I don't react to their music because I'm not a good reactor. You know, I don't react to music. Because, well, I mean, I don't like dealing with the copyright stuff, but also because like I don't have a face for reaction. You know, I'm not you know, I'm not that kind of guy. But I do like watching reactions to whenever Citizen Soldier puts out a new song. I think it's cool. But I'm not the guy to react to. But more people do need to react to this band, regardless of like. I think a lot of people don't because of numbers, like in terms of like they want to see growth on their YouTube channel. But I do think people need to, you know, more people need to react to the band despite numbers. That's just me, but this band is really solid. They're really good. They need more attention though, for sure, because they're I think, you know, when you look at other bands, not a lot of bands talk about mental health. Not a lot of people go deep diving into the mental health world, you know, and I think like this band is kind of that like one band that does. I feel like more bands need to do that, need to deep dive into mental health because yeah, this band is saving lives with their music, and I think that's super important. They're obviously like there's bands that like put out some songs that are like super super deep and relatable and do talk about mental health, but it's like I think since 2020, obviously that discussion has been super super important, and this band I don't know why they're not more like obviously like they have 1 million monthly listeners, but still like they need to be recognized more, they need to be heard more. I wish more people would check them out. It's a darn shame. It's a darn shame, I tell you. It's a darn shame. But I will be checking out the album. Hopefully I think it'll be really good. I think like, you know, while we're here, I will talk about some of my favorite singles because why not, dude? On the new album. I think like so far for my favorite singles, it'd be My Own Miracle at like number 1. Broken Like Me at number 2. Reason to Live number 3. I think I'm gonna go in order. Well, actually, I think like My Own Miracle, Alone, Myself, Strong for Somebody Else, Wired for Worthless, Reason to Live, and Broken Like Me in that order. Just in that order. Afterlife is pretty good. I think that's like a really good single, and then Talk Me Down's okay. But I need to hear more of the album. I definitely need to hear more of it because like if we go to Scarecrow, I can easily like talk about my favorite singles. Fever number 1. Anyone But Me number 2. Golden Weber number 3. Runaway for Myself number 4. I Hate Myself number 5. I think is that Limits number 6. There's a lot of good songs on this album, dude. It's full of bangers. It's just so good. But yeah, man. If you guys aren't listening to this band, do yourself a favor. Go check them out. Do it. Give them another million monthly listeners, please. Please. Whoever sees this video, just go hit the follow button. All right, you're gonna play their entire catalog. Okay, and then you're gonna go buy some merch from them. Then you're just gonna add it to all your playlists. Just fill your playlist up with Citizen Soldier. Do it. Do it. Scarecrow, by the way, was one of my albums of the year last year. I don't know where I placed it in 2022. I know it's somewhere. There was a lot of good albums last year. Was it? Okay, it was number 7 on my album of the year, but there was a lot of good albums in 2022. But anyway, yeah, go check them out. That's kind of what the video was today. I just wanted to talk about Citizen Soldier because, again, they're a band that no one really like. Not a lot. It needs more recognition. I wanted to talk about the band because they're very good. They're very good at what they do, and they're spreading an important message like across all mental health, like, you know, parts of the brain. So I thought I'd talk about them. But that's going to be the video for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you did, I appreciate a ton. And let me know in the comments if you want me to talk about other bands or artists. I probably will come up with them on my own. I might do that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But anywho, thank you guys for watching. Again, if you did, I appreciate a ton. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Yo, real quick, before we end the video, I forgot to mention, I wanted to just let you guys know what my favorite single from Citizen Soldier was, because they put out a lot of songs, and I think I'm gonna have to find it. It's gonna take a minute because it's not even like it's not anything off of Scarecrow, though everything's great off of there. Found's really good, but like that's not my favorite, dude. Is it gonna be on here? I might have to go into an album. I hope I don't, because it seems like they drop all their singles right here. Always December. This is my favorite single from Citizen Soldier. I just wanted to point it out because though it might not be important to some of you, I feel like this is my favorite single. I just wanted to mention it because the song talks about like kind of like, it's weird, like every day, like the song talks about how it's always December in your head, like it always being cold and always being like, you know, like regardless of what time period it is, your head is always cold, you're always numb or whatever. I think that's what the song is talking about. It could be wrong, but the message of that song, like, funny enough, I do have it in a Christmas playlist. Listen, Citizen Soldier, if you are watching this video, I know it's not about Christmas, but you got December in the title. I mean, I kind of had to put it in there. You know, don't judge, okay? But I do love the song a lot just because like it's this super chill song, but it's also got like an important message about like, you know, how like every day in your head you're always like cold, and it's just a super like good message. Like the song always makes me feel like calm, and I don't know, it's just a super nice song. That's my favorite one out of everything they've dropped. Like there are so many, like Pretend My Pain Away is a really good one. There's a lot of good songs. There's Wanted Easy. Oh my god, they just drop bangers, dude. They just drop bangers. But Always in December, that's gotta be my favorite one out of everything they've dropped so far. I don't think that's ever not gonna be my favorite. I think that's just gonna stay my favorite forever. But yeah, I love everything that they produce and put out. I think they work so fast, and they're super good at what they do. So yeah, thank you guys for making music though. I do really appreciate your time. But anyway, that's the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.